Christine. Um, Today's topic is basically going to be around how to choose your social media name. When I'm saying social media name, I'm applying how do you go about choosing your YouTube name? How do you go about choosing your blog name? How do you choose your Facebook name? There are some things that you want to consider when choosing that name. I learned this the hard way after I've already set everything up. But basically, what I would suggest is if it's your intention as part of your marketing funnel, you're going to create a blog, a YouTube channel, maybe Facebook or Twitter, something along that line. The first thing that I would do is choose something that's pertinent to what I'm going to speak about or what that blog is about. If your blog is about cooking, then you want to incorporate the word cooking into the name of that particular entity or whatever YouTube channel. Um, to find out which ones are really good ones, what I would suggest is that you go to GoDaddy and you do a search on their. They actually have a search option there for domain names. So I would search for that, whatever you have chosen, whether it's Christine's Cooking, whether it's Cooking with Christine, Ask Christine About Cooking, whatever it is. I would put it in that search, the search screen there at GoDaddy, so that I can find out if that domain name is available. And if it's available as a .com and it's available as a .net, then those are the major ones that you want. Make sure that it's available. If it's not, I probably would pass on it and look for something else that would still speak to what I want, but allow me to basically have that name for both the .com and the .net. The other thing that you want to consider is keywords. Put a little bit of thought into what are the major keywords for whatever you're talking about. If you're going to talk about cooking, I'll just use cooking. But if you're going to talk about cooking, and in particular Italian cooking or American cooking or soul food cooking, then try to incorporate those particular words into the name of your blog or into the name of your YouTube, so forth and so on. The other thing is have an idea of your top 3 social media platforms that you're going to use. For instance, if it's your intention to do blogging, which is more for if your presence is going to be long term and you want to use that, you actually want this subject and this topic to be around for another 5 years or so, then blogging is a really good idea. So if that's your intention, definitely see if the domain name is there. And then if you're going to do YouTube, then make sure that you do a search on YouTube to make sure that the domain name is there. And the way that you would do a search for YouTube is you would go in like you were actually creating a Google account for it, or like you're doing a new Google account, and then you can search for that name. You can type in that name and they'll tell you if it's available, and if it is, then step 2 has been resolved basically. And then the third step is if you're going to be doing Facebook, then go in like you're going to create a Facebook page, and then you can go in and see if that name is available on Facebook as well. This helps a lot with your branding, so you want to make sure that you have a consistent look and feel, that the name is consistent, so that way as a customer, if I'm looking for you and I'm just using Facebook, I'm not going to go and look at all these other channels or avenues. I can quickly type in that name and know that I'm getting to each and every time. So it takes the work off of the customer to try to find you. Okay, they're able to find you really quickly. And then when you're doing your business cards, it's easier for you to just put one name and say, hey, I'm this person on these 3 platforms, so look me up. So that's what I would consider. The other thing is, when you get ready, if you decide that you're going to do any type of search engine optimization, because you want your basically search engine optimization is if you want your YouTube channel to show up in a Google search or a Bing search, then you definitely want to use your keyword in your name. That's the reason for that. Okay. The other thing is keep it something that can be easily remember that can be easily typed. If you're using something a little bit complex and the average person misspells that word, then the likelihood is that they won't get to your site because they're probably going to misspell it also. If you use a lot of words in your name and the average person doesn't remember one of the words in your name, then basically they're not going to find you. So if I said working with Christine in Houston, cooking with the Southern Belle, or something crazy like that, then they may forget one of those words, and then they'll never find my site. So keep that in mind as well. So short, concise, and you also want to make sure you do the research on the word itself. The other thing that you probably want to consider is if you do something longer, you do something that's a little bit more verbose, you want to consider that in the future you may want a website, you may want to print business cards, you may want to do letterhead, whatever. Keep that in mind that you don't want something that's so long that you have to kind of make it tiny, tiny, tiny so to fit on your business card. So keep that in mind as well. The other thing you want to consider is, while you're checking your name, you also want to consider, okay, what's going to be the basic brand or theme that I'm trying to build, and work toward that. You want to check and make sure it's not something that's already copyrighted. You don't want to use something that's already copyrighted. So you can pretty much Google that to see if somebody maybe already has taken the time to copyright that word or that phrase. Other than that, those are my quick few things that I would suggest that you do if you're looking to start a brand new YouTube or a brand new Facebook or a brand new thing around a particular topic. You want to at least consider those little minor things before jumping out there and saying, oh yeah, let me go ahead and create a YouTube channel. Okay, if you have any questions about anything in particular on how to do the social media, how to do the technical components of it, how to set everything up, please send me a quick comment. I would love it if you would take the time and you would like my content, you would follow me. That helps me also. I'm definitely open to a dialogue. Anything that you don't know how to do, I may have already run across it, and if I haven't, I'm definitely connected with a really big group of some of the gurus of social media, so I can reach out to them and get you some answers. So definitely, I look forward to talking to you all, and have a very blessed day.